Hello everyone, I just thought I'd show you all how to play SCUM with mods. I've created my own launcher and a template how to make your own launcher. So you can either, you can use mine or make your own. And I'll show you how to do that exactly here. This is the zip file. I'll have a link in description. Hopefully I'll be allowed to put a link in description. I haven't been affiliated yet, so not sure if I can do that yet, but I'll figure out a way. Extract this here to your desktop, open the folder, and there's my launcher here. Read the README file first. This here is your template to make your own launcher. All you do essentially is change that .text to .bat. As you can see here. So to start off, we have to make our own desktop, make our own folder on the desktop called My Save Mods, which I've done up here. My Save Mods, it's empty at the moment. In fact, you know what, we'll come back to this and we'll dive into my launcher first, then we'll come back to this for when we're going to show you how to use the template to make your own launcher if you want to make your own, or just use my whatever. So you've made your My Save Mods folder. Now, if you've downloaded any mods, if you have any mods you've already downloaded from Nexus Mods or anywhere else, simply throw them into there. They're safe and sound in there, that's good. Right, now that you've done that, unzip my launcher. Here it is here. You can create a desktop shortcut. Is this the right place? Yeah, there it is there. And here's the desktop shortcut to my launcher. Click on that. The first time loading up will take a few seconds. Your second time there on out is pretty fast, to be honest. Shouldn't take too long. Come on. There you have it. That's pretty much the slowest it'll ever be. Because from here on out, it'll speed up and be a lot quicker. Click play. This is what pops up. It's now placing the folders, creating the mod folder, and creating the. It's also taken the mods from the My Save Mods folder that we created. It's taken those mods and placed them into the mods folder that it's created and made us a launcher that launches the game with no battle eye. Don't click any key just yet. Leave this open. This remains open because shortly when the game closes, I'll show you in a sec. If we load game, got a black screen there for a moment, sorry about that. Load game, you can see I have my kilt mod and it fits a sword. So let's just jump back out again for a second. Do this. SCUM directory. There's the folder it made. This folder here. That's it there. That's what launches the game with no battle eye. Inside SCUM contents packs. Scroll down. There's the mods folder that it created. Inside there are your packs that you placed and that you put inside here. They have been moved out of there and placed into here, as you can see. So let's just close all that. Click any button. And don't worry, this is fine. It's just I was waiting for the game to close before it continues to its next steps. The game's closed, that's fine. As you can see, any key to continue. It now moves those mods out of the mod folder, puts them back into here, keeping them safe and sound for you. It also deletes all the files that it created, making your SCUM game back to normal again, essentially. And that's it. SCUM is now back to normal when you exit the game. When you load the game, it puts everything in place, and including any mods that you've popped into here, they all got loaded up into the game. When you exit the game, everything gets removed, game goes back to normal, and your mods go back into here. Pretty simple, really. It's really handy, it does everything for you. So if you go back into here and you want to make your own, for instance, your own launcher, customize it. I mean, to be honest, you could just right click on that and change the that's not what I want to do. Go to properties and change the icon. Just simple enough. And you can rename it to whatever you want. But if you'd like to make your own, so that it has, you know, when I open this up and it has that picture inside, SCUM modded launcher by Captain Shrapnel, you want to customize it a little, make your own launcher. I went to a website called PatchKit, where essentially it allows me to drag the zip file into it, and it creates a launcher for me, which I can then fill out information about whatever I want, put information about the launcher and my name or whatever I want to call the launcher and stuff like that. I can do all that. So I've made it possible for you to do the same. You can either use my launcher or create your own. This here, let's close that now. This here is my launcher. What's in here is all the commands to create the folders, place them in the correct places, and remove them all when you exit. This is it. All you need to do is rename the word .text to .bat. Now this has become a launcher. As you can see, it does the exact same thing. That itself is going to load up the game, just like that. Boom. This is the launcher. It does everything for you. Exact same as my launcher. The same files. Just X out of here. In fact, I'll just prove it to you. I'll go back in and show you that the mods are there. There's only one physical mod that you can see, and it's my kilt, to be honest. The other two are server-side mods that are like settings, so you don't actually physically see them. You can only, this is one, the one that I created, the kilt. But yeah, as you can see, that works perfectly fine. Let's quit game. Blah 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 blah. Press any button. Blah, blah, blah. Move them all back into here. Brilliant. Removed everything. Great. As you can see, if I go back to there, that's gone. Your mods folder's gone. Back to normal. So, you've just created that. You've turned it from a text document to a BAT document, which will then do all the commands that are inside. What you do from here is take that onto your desktop, create yourself a new folder, call it, and I say your name was Bob, for instance. Bob Launcher. I should have said Bob's Launcher. Bob's SCUM Launcher would have made more sense, but so just drag that into there. As you can see, that is now inside there. Right click it and click on zip file. Refresh. And here it is here. It's a zip file. That there is what you want to drag into the PatchKit website and follow instructions on their website to create a launcher like this, or simply leave that on your desktop and do this. Where is it? Oh no, it's properties I want to go to. Oh no, do that second, sorry. Create your shortcut first. Now the shortcut you can customize. So if you go to properties, I'm losing my voice there. You can put any icon you want. Any icon you like. I actually have a couple. Well, they're here. SCUM modded, we could do this. There we go. SCUM modded launcher. Oh, it's still called a starter kit, so let's just call it SCUM modded launcher. And that file that you turned into .bat is now a launcher. Just like so. Fairly simple. If you wanted to look fancy like what I did, just put it into the PatchKit website and turn it into a launcher for free. There's other websites out there that can do really fancy, cool looking launchers, but some of them are paid for ones, which is quite annoying. So I just chose the free option or the desktop icon. You can use either way you want, your choice. But it all works really well and it puts SCUM back to normal again. I need to tidy up my desktop, to be honest. So yeah, try it out, everyone. I'll put a link in the description. Hopefully I can get that done. Hopefully this helps everyone play SCUM with mods. Peace out. Catch you later, guys.